Leroy Braun, a jealous man, allegedly punished his girlfriend Annabel Meenan for seeing another man, leading to a toxic atmosphere and a series of merciless beatings that unalived his girlfriend.
Jealousy is such a strange enemy, I know. It's all in my head, but I can see it's standing in doorways down the street, alone. Well, I've been so intoxicated by your lies, infatuated now. I can't leave, and I can't breathe. So wrap your tongue around the words and throw your arms around the girl. We'll be fine, it's in our hands, but your eyes are filling up, and still you just can't get enough. We'll be fine, it's in our hands.
Just a quick warning, this video will contain explicit and sexual content. The video will tell some gruesome details about murder victims and crimes committed by a very disturbed individual. This is not a topic that can be treated lightly, and as such, viewer discretion is advised.
Hi everybody, I am Monica. This is a weird kind of concept of this video. Usually I would be at home doing this in my room where I have a backdrop and everything, but I'm actually in my car right now. But I just had the feeling that I wanted to talk about this right now. I want to talk about this video right now. I don't look the best today, I'm sorry. I try to do my makeup a little bit. My hair is in a ponytail and it's just been a crazy week. But I wanted to introduce myself, and I will be kind of looking down because I have my notes right here about this case. I do not have it completely memorized, okay? This is my first face-to-face video with y'all, and I promise the next one will be better. But something told me this was right. I wanted it to be more authentic. This video is about a girl named Annabel Meenan. I actually came across her sister's TikToks about her sister. Sorry. I didn't think this was going to be so hard, because when I'm just voice, you can't see me cry. You can't see me get upset. You can't see my expressions. And I'm a very expressive person. So you're going to see me make crazy faces, crazy hand gestures, because I get fired up, y'all. A lot of the time I get fired up. Annabel was only 21 when she passed away, okay? And this video has a lot to do with domestic violence. So if that's too heavy for you, because what this man did to this beautiful young girl is diabolical, okay? And if that's a little too heavy for you, just watch my next video. Go do something fun. So that is my warning. Remember, this video is for educational and documentary purposes only. Do your own research. Annabel, she graduated high school in 2018 from Downingtown East High School. She played the flugelhorn in a marching band and was a cheerleader. So she was very sports oriented, liked to do stuff in teams. She liked to be part of things. She was outgoing. She liked drawing and painting. She loved playing the bass guitar. And she also liked playing softball. She also enjoyed thrift shopping. What girl does not? Concerts. She loved visiting the ocean with her pets and endlessly caring for her patients at the Loughman Orthopedic Institute. That is where she worked, okay? So she was a very caring and loving girl. In the beginning of this video, I will have some TikToks of her dancing and joking around. Her sister said that she was very playful and she would do pranks and she was really silly. And she was just like the light of the party, you know, just a very outgoing girl. She was born May 3rd, 2000. Her dad and mom are Brian and Jill Meenan. They said that she was hilarious, fun to be around, and also stood up for what she believed in. When Annabel was in the room, she always made sure everyone felt comfortable and had their voice heard. Her laugh was infectious, and she was incredibly kind and loyal. She was proud, determined, and always tried new things and never shied away from a challenge. And she had 2 siblings, Emily and Ethan. And it was Emily's page that I saw the TikToks on. She had been dating a man that was a lot older than her, about 10 years. She was still in high school when they met. So that tells you something. So he groomed her a little bit is all I'm saying. A lot of people in the family did not like him. He was very controlling. And his name was Leroy Brom III. I think she just moved in with him not long ago. They just got their own place. Leading up to this, it was November 11th, 2021. Annabel was heard on a recording saying, "What the fuck am I doing? Who the fuck am I dating?" And she went and talked about needing space, how she no longer could walk properly anymore, and she was so sick of his abuse. And then November 23rd, he beat her 21 times in the face and body, yet again trying to strangle her. So her family was well aware of all this abuse that this man was doing to her. But if you don't know what it's like to be in an abusive relationship, I've said this before, it's very hard to get out of it. You keep thinking, okay, I can fix him. He can change. Or you don't have the money to get out. It took me years to save up money so I could get away from my abusive ex, okay? And I had to deal with it until I could get out. And I had to keep it a secret that I was saving money behind his back so I could leave. And she was finally getting to her last straw and saying, I can't do this anymore. I want to come home. That's it. She was getting to the end of her rope, and she was getting to the point where she was going to leave. Okay? But she was 21, and I think he was 31 or 32. So there's a big difference, you know, between their ages. And so I guess he felt like, well, you're a young girl, and I'm your, you know, master or whatever, and you're going to do what I tell you to do, and got upset. Well, it boiled down, okay, that there was, the third person is not named at all in this narrative, okay, but supposedly they wanted to kind of have some fun in their sexual life, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? So they invited like a third wheel, like a throuple, you know, like into their life to do, you know, like a 3-way and blah, blah, blah. And this man was so jealous. Leroy was so jealous that he got in his head that she was having sex with this third person behind his back. Like, not when they were all 3 together, but she wasn't. Okay? She wasn't. And he just saw red. he was just stuck on, oh, we brought this other person into our relationship, and now I bet you she's cheating on me. Because he always, threatened and said, you're cheating on me and blah, blah, blah. And it's just made it worse, okay? I don't know why they thought that this would help their relationship. But once they brought this second person into their relationship just went downhill, and he started abusing her and wanting to control her and crazy stuff, that he was doing to her and trying to keep a really short leash on her, if you want to say it that way. But unfortunately, on December 4th of 2021, it was all caught on camera. All of it was caught on camera too. And no, you cannot see this footage anywhere, okay? He put cameras up in their house because he was so paranoid that she was cheating that he put the cameras inside the trailer to watch her every move during the day, okay? And I guess he forgot. He didn't care because he snapped. He snapped. On camera, he beat her relentlessly, y'all, for 2 hours and 21 minutes, kicking, stomping, and dragging her by her hair in 4 different rooms of their house. She tried to defend herself, and she even tried to crawl away. But he only came back harder because he's a fucking pig. Punching her and striking her 85 more times and stomping or kicking her 80 times. Finally, at 7:07 a.m., he called the police and said that she was choking and gargling after a late night drinking. Really? So you're blaming this on drinking? First responders, they arrived at 7:12 a.m. Found her only in her panties covered in bruises, bite marks, lacerations, and with no pulse. They did EMS, they called EMS, they did CPR, but unfortunately, she was pronounced dead at 7:58 a.m. at the hospital. Her cause of death that was written on her thing, and I don't really like how they worded this. Her cause of death was cardiac arrest following physical assault while intoxicated. So supposedly she was drinking too. And I guess they got in a fight over something. And then he just went off the handle and beat her to death. He beat this poor girl to death. He could not control himself. He is a monster. When I read this part, I cried so hard, y'all. I cried like a baby. Because if you don't know how it feels to have someone take your phone from you and throw it across the room, or put it in their pocket, or smash it so you can't call for help, it is the most helpless feeling in the entire world. And that's what he did. They found Annabel's cell phone across the room, smashed into pieces. So she couldn't ask for help. So she couldn't get any help to her to save her. There was also bruising on Leroy's hand and finger, and bruising and swelling to his ankle. I don't give a shit about him. What I don't get is what this man did before the police found Annabel. He stated that he put a couch on top of her body and then sat down and fell asleep and took a nap on the couch that was on top of Annabel's dead body. Let that sink in. He was so tired from beating her, he had to take a nap. That makes me want to throw up. That makes me want to just throw up. Now 33 years old, Leroy was sentenced. There was a week trial, and He was convicted of first-degree murder, multiple counts of aggravated assault, simple assault, and recklessly endangering another person in connection with the death of Annabel. When the EMS came in, Annabel was actually not underneath the couch anymore. She was like laying out in the middle of the living room. But they said that there was blood all over the kitchen, all over like he just drug her all over the freaking house, and there was just blood everywhere. How can you look in the eyes of someone you supposedly love and beat them to death? It's that mentality of, if I can't have her, no one will. And that's a real thing. There are people that are so jealous, it's like a crime of passion. He strangled her as well. That's something else that he did to her. So this man literally just did everything he could just to kill her. Because she was tired of him being abusive and wanted to leave. Because he was so jealous, he said okay to bringing a second person into their relationship. But she had to pay the price? That just does not make any sense to me. Okay, Leroy got life in prison plus an additional 18 to 40 years. So I hope he takes that 18 to 40 years into hell with him. Eternity. That's what he deserves. How could you do that to someone? I'm telling you, ladies, please get out. They do not change. You cannot fix them. They do not change. Reach out. People will help you. You can reach out to shelters. You can reach out to family, friends, and make a plan in the shadows to leave, to get help. It sucks because, yes, go to the police, make reports. So you have these reports for court. You document each evidence, each bruise, each everything to put against this person, okay? But no, police can't really do much. They come and break up a fight, maybe take him to jail for a night, and that's it, okay? That's why you have to leave in the shadows, get out of town, go to a shelter where they hide you practically. It breaks my heart what happened to this beautiful girl. I want to give my condolences to her family. I'm very sorry this happened to such a bright light. You know, she kind of reminds me of myself. Silly, dancing around, acting crazy, just different, didn't care what people thought of her, you know, just weird, you know, just being eccentric and stuff. I know this video was weird and I look terrible. I've been going through a lot of medical issues and stuff, and the lighting was really crazy in this video, but I felt like I wanted to just sit down and talk to y'all like I'm talking to a friend and tell y'all how crazy that this man was. I'm so glad that he got life in prison and he is behind bars. If it were up to me, he would be dead. Death penalty. Y'all already know that I am all for it. I'm all for it because I was a correctional officer in a state-ran prison with men, and it's like they're in summer camp. Like, it's, yeah, it sucks, you know, it does. But they get to eat snacks all day. They get to watch TV. They get to just lay around and talk and draw, and that's it. You know, I mean, yeah, we controlled when they eat, sleep, all that kind of crap. But to be honest, it's like babysitting a bunch of big grown adults. And that's why I feel like life in prison just is not, it's just like them just chilling, waiting to die, you know? Well, that is the video for this month. I know I have not been consistent. I know that I try to do 2 videos. I also have another channel. It's called Curious Raven. And I do narrating like scary ghost stories and stuff on there. And I post 2 videos a week on that channel. So if you want to hear me some more, you can go over there and check me out. You know, go ahead and subscribe. Please stay safe. And I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here and listening to me and seeing me act all crazy. And so I'm hoping next video I will be in a better setting, more professional setting, and not just off the wall. Oh, I'm going to do a video in my car. It's like a vlog. But I love y'all so much. I will see y'all next month, okay? Until next time.